So, hello everybody, here we are back with Grimrock Isle. We are at the moment on Grimrock Isle. When we left off, we needed to go to 109, so I'm just gonna dig out my trusty dice. And we will see what we will see. 109. As you look up along the path, your eyes are drawn to the uppermost floor of the manse, which can just be... There is... Well, did we not just see this? Oh, no. There is a light glowing in a window there, an eerie, unnatural illumination in a house that has been deserted for several years. We need to make a spot hidden. And at 99, we fail. We see nothing. But we spend 5 minutes on this. 226. Quite abruptly, you are free of the forbidding pines. You stand uneasily... What? Does that make sense? Yeah. You stand uneasily at the edge of the clearing at the very heart of Grimrock Isle. Before you stands Grim House, a looming, malignant Gothic hulk of oak and granite, a place which knows nothing of human happiness, but much of terror and death. We were there already. The man seems to glare at you, challenging you to enter. Will you accept the challenge? Okay, I think we should go inside. 247, but we've been here before, so we can't claim the... Or shall we explore the rest of the island? We'll go inside, 247. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Crossing the wide, dilapidated front porch, you approach the warped and age-worn double doors of the mansion. From here, you see that you can cross the lawn to the east in front of the house to 367. You can also go across the lawn to the west to 350. If you have already unlocked the front doors, you may enter the house at 291. If not, try your keys. I don't have keys. Okay, well, I mean, this would be too much luck that I just bring weird keys and then, you know, they just happen to fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start drawing a map. So we are now at 247. And we're looking at the house. So this is the mansion. And there is keys required. That would be... we can cross the lawn to the east in front of the house. 367. Or we can go back to the west on 350. I just don't think that it makes sense to try the door because we don't have any keys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, always turn left, we're going to go 350 and spend 5 minutes. You are on the front lawn of Grim House. To the east is the front porch, while around the corner to the west will be found 312. So, okay, so that was wrong. This is actually 350, and this is 367, and then you can go around the house. So we're going to continue to 312, which would be here, and we spend another 5 minutes. You are on the west lawn. Traveling south will take you around the corner of the house to 350. Taking the stairs to the north will see you on to the terrace at 318. So there's a terrace up here. So we're just going to say this is the terrace, and we have stairs going up, and this would be 318. Let's go upstairs 318. You are on the west terrace. A boarded over door in the east wall will provide you with entry into 237. So there would be a door here to 237. Moving south will take you to another boarded over door, which if forced open will allow you access to 234. Going north will take you around the rear of the mansion to 395. A short flight of stone steps at the end of the terrace descends to 312. Okay, now that's odd. So basically the house ends here. You can go on northwards to 395. You can go east to 237, but you can also go south. South you will take it to another boarded over door, which if forced open will allow 234. Let's keep going around the house. 395. You are on the rear terrace of Grim House. By following this white granite veranda to the west, you will round the corner of the mansion and find 318. Arranged along the back wall of the house are 4 boarded over French doors, which will allow access into 1, 2, 3, 4. Lead into 237. Though it will take 15 minutes to pry one open. In the middle of the northern edge of the terrace is a flight of steps descending to 384. By following the terrace to the east, you will round the corner of the mansion to go to 332. Okay. And 332. 318. You are on the west terrace. A boarded over door in the east wall will provide you with entry into 237. You can also go into 234 to the south, which you can also get into from here. So whatever this is, so we're just going to pull this in here, 234. Going north will take you around to the rear of the mansion, 395. That's where we were. A short flight of steps descends to 3112. Let's check 3118 one more time. Oh! No, that was wrong. 395. Round the corner of the mansion and find 3118, but this is also here. Okay, I'm not getting actually how this whole house works. Okay, let's go to 332. Sorry, my bad. I'm just getting lost here. I think this is a bit weird. They should have actually made a plan. 332. You are on a very long terrace running the entire length of the east side of the mansion, though providing no access to the house itself. Following the terrace around to the north will take you to 395. While following it to the south will take you 315. Okay, let's go to 315. You're at the front of the Grim house. A flight of stone steps descends to 367, but a walk around the corner of the house will take you to 332. Is this where we just came from? 332. Yeah. Okay, so we spend 5 minutes kind of getting lost a little bit. And then I will actually go straight to 31. What was 3112 again? 350, 3112. Did I go to 350? Sorry, I'm really lost here. 350, huh? You're at the front lawn of Grim House, but that was 24. Oh, okay, that's... Okay, so I have not been to 384, I believe. So this is where I'm going to go next. And I'm just going to add 5 minutes to this just to get there. Standing on the overgrown lawn behind Grim House, you see 2 flights of steps. One ascends to the terrace at 395, where we were, while the other descends into the darkness at 233. That's where we have not been yet. So we can go down from here to 233. So, okay, we're going to do this. You are on a flight of stone steps which either ascend to 384, which is where we came from, or descend into 279. 279 doesn't look like something where we've been, so we're going to spend some time. 279. You enter a vast cavernous space which runs the entire length of the house, its floor littered with ashen wood chips. Near the center of the south wall is a large metal grate, used to extract the ashes deposited from the fireplaces in the rooms above. Along the south wall are 4 archways. The one nearest to the east wall opens into 276. Okay, so we came from... We came from 233. No, did we? Oh yes, you are on a flight of stone steps which either ascend or descend. So 233 is in the north, but there is a stout door blocking your access. Why is it blocking my access? I just came through it, so we'll just... this is badly worded because it doesn't, because we just came through. Okay, so let's see. Along the south wall are 4 archways. One, 2, 3, 4. The one nearest the east wall opens onto 276. While the next nearest opens into 208. Oh, no, 208, 211, 211. Okay. So, let's try 276. This area was obviously once used for storage, though only an assortment of charred debris occupies it now. An archway in the north wall opens into 279, while another in the south wall leads into 202. The 2 arches in the north and southern portions of the west wall both open into 208. Okay, this is... They obviously didn't do this with a map in mind. So, yeah. 202. Okay, let's go back to 276, from 276 into 279, and then we're going to go 211. This is the cellar landing, a T-shaped central chamber affording access to the other areas of the cellar. From here, a door in the south wall gives access to 239, while another in the east wall leads into 286. In the west wall, an archway leads through into 261. Okay. No, sorry, 286, 261. The stairs in the center of the chamber ascend to 264. (282). Okay, 279 doesn't make sense. In the east wall opens 282. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we will do this differently. So we are in 211. We're going to go south to 239. You have found the wine cellar. Wine racks line the walls and take up much of the floor space, and a few of them still hold dust-covered bottles. A small tasting table and 4 chairs stand in the northwest corner, while in the east wall a door opens into 286. 5 minutes. Wine cellar. And we can either go back or we can go in the east 286. Let's go to 286. You enter the kitchen. A compact, efficient-looking maze work of counters and tabletops such as can be found in the finest of restaurants, right down to the dumb waiter in the northeast corner. The door in the center of the north wall will allow your entry to 236. In the northern portion of the west wall. Okay. A door leads to 211. Okay, so this is what this now looks like. So this is 211, which is a place where we already were, and we could go there. Or we could go south. Okay. Here is a place 239. Or we could go north to 236. Let's go 23. We were already in 211. Let's go 239. You have found the wine cellar again. Oh. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, so basically it tells you can go. It should say you can go. Yeah, well, but it doesn't know where you came from, so it can't say go back to where you came from. Okay, so let's go back 236. You find yourself standing in what you feel must have been the larder. Shelves line this windowless room, and 2 large floor-to-ceiling shelves occupy the center of the room, all choked with dust and bare of any sustenance. A door in the center of the south wall takes you to 286, while a ponderous metal door with a large cast iron handle in the northeast corner of the room will open onto 205. Northeast. Northeast is here. 205. We haven't been there, so we will do that. 205. Hooks and chains and shelves of cold granite. This can only be the meat locker. The metal is rusted and the granite stained with the blood of long ago slaughtered main courses, and a chilling cold permeates the air in a ghastly memory of what once took place here. The only way out is the way you entered through the door into the south wall and into the larder. Okay, that's it. So we go back to 211. And from 211... $261. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes for actually going back. This large, stubby, L-shaped chamber is the pool room, and true to its name, it houses a large L-shaped in-ground pool filled with murky, stagnant water, which effectively conceals the bottom of the pool. For some reason, the air here is heavy with the odor of the sea. Broken and boarded over stained glass windows line the south and west walls, while in the northern portion of the west wall, a swinging door opens into 258. Okay, so it's L-shaped, so probably like this. You can go west here to 258, and in the north wall another swinging door leads to 282. Pool room, and this has the number 261. It's probably one of the most exciting videos I have ever made. 258. And we need to make a POW times 3. My POW is 15, so that's 45. And with 91, I totally fail. Failure, nothing happens, okay? So, let's go north, 282. The ceramic tile and the steam pipes along the wall inform you that this is the steam room. A low bench, also tiled, runs a complete circuit of the room, which, save for a large drain in the middle of the floor, is featureless. The door in the east wall will take you to 258. In the east wall. Okay. The northern portion of the west wall. A swinging door opens into 258, and the north wall 282. Okay. Anyway, so they both lead somehow to the same room, which doesn't really work, but that doesn't make any difference because this whole thing is completely messed up. Steam room. Yeah, this is wrong. It's in the west, and this one will take you essentially 211 is big, so it takes you to 211. This is also 211, yeah. So we can go here, which is where we already were. It's now noon. And we're going to go to 258. 258. Rusted lockers and benches, stained sinks and cracked mirrors. This must have been some kind of locker room for the master of the manor and his guests when they used the pool. Locker room. A swinging door in the northern portion of the east wall opens to 282, while a similar door in the southern portion reluctantly opens onto 261. Okay, so now we've been everywhere where we can go. So, this takes us 5 minutes to explore, and we will go back to 211, which is where we can now make a decision. We can go to 208 here. Let's see. The two heavy benches here tell you this is the workroom, though only a few rusted antique tools remain behind to litter the countertops. From here, two archways at opposite ends of the east wall open into 276 and 255. So this is the workroom. And the south wall opens to 255. Now it's getting interesting because I can't really draw this. 279. Okay, so now we're basically now we're basically here. So now this wall is 208. We can go back into 211. $279. We came from 279. We could go to 276, which is a place where we also were. So we should go on to 202 because I don't think we've been there. This is another storage room. Several lengths of rusted pipe are strewn over the floor amidst rotting barrels and crumbling crates. The archway in the north opens into 276, which is where we came from, while three archways arranged along the west wall all open into 255. And we have not been to 255. So is it 3? Yeah. So we have 255. And that is 202, and that's 5 minutes. This chamber is empty, its walls charred and heavy with a thick layer of soot. The beams over your head look fairly new and must have been recently installed. Interesting. 3 narrow archways in the east wall will each see you into 202, while the one in the center of the north wall allows you access to 208. Okay. Now this is going to get really difficult to draw because that would be up here. And 208 is up here. So 239 is somehow kind of like in the middle. Yeah, this map makes absolutely no sense. So we go back to 208. And then we're going to go 279. Because we've been to all of these. 279. And from there we go to 233. We give ourselves 5 minutes because obviously we're walking quickly because we don't need to look at this place anymore because we know where we are. We've been here before. 233. You're on a flight of stone steps which either ascend or descend. We're going to ascend because we just came from 279 downstairs. So let's go to 384. Standing on the overgrown lawn behind Grim House, you see 2 flights of steps. One ascends to the terrace, and while the other descends. So we're going to ascend 395. You are on the rear terrace of Grim House. By following this wide granite veranda to the west, you will round the corner So it's another 5 minutes. To 318, which is here. Let's try and break into the house. 237. It will take 15 minutes to pry one open. So we're going to spend 5, 10, 15. And we will be in 237. You enter into the vast cavern that is the reception hall. Directly across from you in the north wall is a gargantuan fireplace of carved and polished granite that is the only remaining decoration in this room. Your footsteps echo hollowly on the bare hardwood floor. The light of your lantern just barely reaches all four walls, revealing a set of double doors in the east wall that will open onto 206, and a single boarded-over glass door in the west wall leading outside to 318. A set of double doors at the eastern end of the south wall open onto 203, and a great archway at the western end of the same wall offers access to 256. In the middle of the south wall are two narrow archways. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. We have the north door, the north wall, and we have four archways. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will all lead out to where we just came from, to 395. This is 237 reception hall. It has a south wall. In the middle of the south wall are two narrow archways. One takes you to the one on the right. This one here will go to 280, and this one will go to 283. Never mind that they're not in the middle. A set of double doors at the eastern end of the south wall. Okay, so it does matter. 280, 283. They're kind of in the middle. So, sorry. God. A set of double doors at the eastern end of the south wall opens to 203. And a great archway at the western end of the same wall offers access to 256. Four French doors, yes. Now 318 is a place where we've already been, that's the terrace. 206, the question is, that sounds familiar as well. But it isn't. 206 is not a place where we've been. 395 is also terrace, where we actually came in from. And we now need to make a POW check. POW times 3 is 45. No, we fail. Nothing happens. 5 minutes. We're gonna go left, 206. The two ponderous doors swing reluctantly open into the living room. A clutter of decrepit furniture is strewn about the chamber, and beneath your feet, the rotted, mouldy remains of a once plush and expensive rug crumbles beneath your weight. There is a single door in the center of the south wall that will take you to 259. And a set of double doors in the center of the west wall will see you into 237, which is just where we came from. So that's the living room. So we are now allowed to make a spot hidden. And at 18 we make it, so we go to 102. And we also take off 5 minutes. On a small black table beside a rotting sofa, you spot a small teak chest of the sort in which jewellery might be kept. Will you inspect the chest at 165 or leave it be, returning to 206 to continue your tour? We will totally examine this, 165. Will you spend time? Yeah. Probably gonna die. As you open the box, it suddenly transforms into a small golden chest studded with gems. The air around you becomes thick with the presence of evil, and at your shoulder a gloating spectral voice marks you with a single word. Fool! God. 67, we fail our power roll. 134, oh God. This is not good. 134. Okay, you awaken an hour later feeling weak and drained from the loss of 1 point of power. Rising unsteadily to your feet, you return to 206 and proceed with your explorations. So 1 hour later, so it's now 2 o'clock. Okay, and we've lost 1 pow. 14. Okay. And we go back to 165. No, we go back to, oh, we get 2 reset points for this though. And we go back to 206. Okay. The 2 ponderous doors, okay, we're still in the blah, in the living room. Let's go south to 259. This door is locked. Woohoo! Make an idea roll or a mechanical repair roll. My mechanical repair is like 20%, so it's not going to work. Let's make an idea roll. And with 71 we pass. 309. You could try one of the keys on your key ring. How come that I've got a key ring? Okay, that's fine. So 5 minutes. 277. That this was the office and study of Lazarus Grimm, there can be no doubt. Much of the furnishings still remain, so 259. So we're just going to put this in brackets, 259, because this is actually not where this leads, and it's 277's study. Furnishings still remain, including an old roll-top desk, several bookcases lined with mouldering tomes, and a large cabinet of drawers over in the southeast corner. A door in the center of the north wall will lead you to 206, while the archway in the southern portion of the west wall gives access to 203. You can explore this room at 103. Of course we're going to explore it. 103. There is nothing of interest in the roll-top desk and cabinet, save for an assortment of small crawling insects. The bookcases contain volumes on business and accounting, various sciences, and a few works of fiction. Spot hidden. 20. Yes, we pass. 155. Scattered among these volumes, you find several tomes dealing with the prolongation of life. Many of these are scientific texts, but the majority of them approach the subject from a supernatural point of view. You find books on alchemy, the powers of the mind, witchcraft, and demonology, all concentrating on the unnatural extension of life. 5 research points. Make another spot hidden. 51, we make it, and we also spend 15 minutes on this. 1, 2, 3. It's 2:30 now. 185. The book Beyond the Veil of Death by Lamont W. Pierpont is dog-eared in several places. Upon examination, you will find these entries deal with the force of willpower as a factor in staving off death. So first of all, we get 10 research points. We spend 5 minutes on this, and we also get a handout. Woohoo! So, let's see. This book is called Beyond the Veil of Death. GI 33. So, under certain circumstances, it is possible by force of will to maintain a semblance of life beyond the normal spell. Thus created, the revenant must forever maintain an unfailing concentration upon the single fact of continued existence. Should that intense concentration be broken, as by some terrible shock or crushing disaster, the revenant shall be consumed by the very years he has heretofore held at bay. So, to become... So I think it's safe to assume, and we've come to this conclusion before, that Lazarus, and he's aptly named, has found a way to stave off death and probably has turned himself into a revenant. Now, if Pierpont is correct, he's doing this by concentrating on staying undead or sustaining this half-life, semblance of life, which he calls a semblance of life. But if we shock him, then his intense concentration that is required will be broken, and he will die finally. So let's check. We can ponder all of this at 1, 2, 4, which is totally what we're going to do. Disturbed by what you have learned, you return to 277 to select an exit from the office. Okay. So that's fine. We didn't spend time on this one, actually. There was nothing in there. Let's go to 203. This can only be the dining room. Nice. Dining room. There should be a dumbwaiter. A large dust and cobweb shrouded dining table surrounded by 13 chairs occupies the center of the room, taking up much of the floor space. In the northeast corner of the room is a small sliding door affording access to 239, while in the middle of the north wall is the door 2237. A wide archway in the southern portion of the west wall of the east wall opens onto 277. Okay, so let's do this. There are two doors. There's one in the north, which takes you to 329. No, to 237. Then, southern portion of the east wall opens onto 277. Northern portion to 239. Five minutes. Almost 2:45 now. 277. That 277. Oh, yes. Did it say western wall though? No, it says east wall. Okay, yes, this is getting really annoying because they obviously didn't know the difference between east and west. Okay, so this one has to be a lot longer. This one opens to 277, which is where we came from. In the middle of the north wall is 237. No, okay, so this is 20. Okay. In the northeast corner of the room is a small sliding door affording access to 329. This is probably correct. 329. In the middle, 237. West. So let's go 329. You found the dumbwaiter. No, I knew it. That was the dumbwaiter. We can't fit into it. So, yeah, like I said, there must be a dumbwaiter here. So let's go to 237 in the north wall. You enter into the vast cavern of the reception hall. That actually doesn't work. Okay, so here we are again. So by magic, we are now in the reception hall. So let's go to 256 from there. We need to listen. We fail. 234. This must be the grand ballroom. The cracked and filthy floor is of the finest Italian marble, as are the stately columns buttressing walls of crumbling plaster fretwork and filigrees. In the centre of the ceiling is a grand crystal chandelier, dulled and tarnished by age and neglect, sad testament to the splendour of a bygone age. A large archway in the north wall opens onto 237, while a small glass door in the western portion of the same wall gives access to the side terrace 318. Aha. Which makes no sense, but that's fine. If you have heard music, no, we haven't. So that's the ballroom. 283. 5 minutes. This is a narrow hall panelled in dark oak. Its only feature is an ornate door in the west wall which leads to 264. The hall itself continues on either north or south. If we go south, it's to 209, and there's something going 264. Let's go back and go to 280. You pass through a narrow corridor panelled in dark oak, moving either north or south into 209. Weird. So this also leads to, yeah, this makes no sense. So let's go to 203. This can only be the dining room. Okay, whatever. So we just, for this, I'm just going to give myself 5 minutes because that's totally fucked up. Okay, so 264. You're at the top of a steep flight of stairs that descend into the murky, musty darkness. You can descend to 211. That's where we were already, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I'll go back through the door to 283. Yes. So we've been there already. This is all it. Blah, blah. Now let's go to 264. Oh, no, that's where we are. That goes down. So we've been to everywhere, essentially. But we haven't been to 209, have we? Let's check what 209 does. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm not like using the time track anymore because this whole thing doesn't make any sense. The way the house is laid out. You've entered the main hall. Aha. Opens to 291. While a grand ornate stairway ascends before you to 229. God. In the north wall on either side of the stairs is a narrow doorway. The one on the left, 280, and the other one, 283. Okay, 209. Hallway, the grand hallway. Oh, sorry, the main hall. Two 280. And you can ascend here, upstairs to 229, or you can go to 291. Let's make a power save, a power roll. 79 we fail, nothing happens, 5 minutes. So we could go to 291. Does that sound familiar at all? Somehow it does, but I could be confusing it with something else. 291, let's see. This is the entry hall. 2 warped double doors open to the front porch at 265, while a wide archway in the north wall, blah, flanking the archway, blah. Ah, look! We've not been here before. This is the entry hall. And there are 2 statues of hostile, forbidding griffins carved from dark mahogany, which seem to glare straight at you with ill intent. Along the east and west walls run tarnished brass rails where guests could hang their coats, as indeed something hangs from the east rack at 8287. So, and here we go outside, 265 outside. Let's just check out 287 and then I'm gonna finish this video. The object hanging from the rack is an ankle-length raccoon coat of a style popular with the college crowd, the college students. It appears to be quite new and feels soft to the touch. Who could have left it here? Those college students? Oh, it actually says so. Those college students who disappeared here, perhaps? Spot hidden. 262. We pass. 5 minutes, actually, 262. As you turn away from this strange mystery, you notice something unusual, or at least you think you notice something. Those 2 griffin statues by the archway are glaring at you again, but when you entered, weren't they both facing the front doors? Rubbing your eyes to clear them. Do we actually get research points for this? No. You look up and see that the griffins' heads are back in their original positions, glaring balefully at the front doors. Or did they ever really change? Uncertain of the answer, you return to 291 and resume your tour of the house. We get 5 research points. Nice. And we spent 5 minutes on this. Okay, so next up would be going through and up to 229, but I think this is something that I'll do in a later video. Just kind of, you know, this is turning into quite a slog, actually, because you're basically running around in a house that unfortunately doesn't really make any sense, because the floor plan, obviously they didn't draw a floor plan before they started to populate the information. So yeah, that's kind of annoying, but you know, and also there are errors in terms of they mixed up east and west. Let's see. Okay, what do we actually have to do to go back to 28 to come back from the island? You want me to pick you back up? You light the lamp on the island dock, and I'll be in an hour, in an hour or so. Okay, so it's now 3:15. I don't think I want to do more on the island, so let's just say we're going out of the island, and we need to make a note that the next time we're back, we just go to Grimrock Isle, go to Grim House, and straight to 229. This is what we will be doing next time. So now we're going back. We're gonna light the lantern. I have no idea how to get to this island dock, so I'm just gonna say it's gonna take us 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 minutes. Then this to 3:45, this guy comes in. It's gonna take an hour and then half an hour to go back. 1, 2. So that's 5:15, and we're back in. And I think at 6 o'clock we have breakfast. So we so basically what we now do is we go back to boarding house, and let's roll a d6 to see if something untoward happens, or if we have to roll on the. And we don't. Okay, so we're now at the boarding house, and we will have dinner, which is from 6 to 7. Okay, so we have half an hour. I'm going to actually write down everything that I've found out, and I'm going to post a letter to my good friend Penelope, who I met through the Parapsychologist's monthly newsletter, and keep her appraised of everything that has happened so far. I'm going to send her a map of the house, and a warning not ever to touch this weird teak box, and should I die, that she has all of the information and she can come and take it from there. And what I'm going to do in the next video is I'm going to go to Thompson's Bridge. I'm just going to not go back to the island just now, but I'm going to start exploring more the surroundings, because maybe there is more stuff to be gained there, because at the moment the house is kind of, I mean, I'll be quite honest with you, I believe those choose your own adventure books and things are quite dated, because they are so limited in what you can do. And you know, as you can see, this was like a real grind. You walk around, you see the house, there is nothing there. If at least the map was nice, then and drawn logically, this would be a different matter. But at the moment, I just find this very annoying and yeah. So next up will probably be Thompson's Bridge after breakfast, after dinner. So I'm just going to make a note. So write a letter with all of the information, keep my notebooks up to date, and then we're going to have dinner, which I'm pretty sure is going to be awesome, like so. And then at 7 o'clock we will reconvene and we will go to Thompson's Bridge, and I'll talk to you then. Bye bye.